Guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have a special edition today. As it is February, I thought let me switch up the content a little bit and bring on some special guests, answer some questions, bring on more conversation, debates, opinions. You guys already know how we do over here. If you are returning, thank you so much. And if you are new to my channel and this is your first time coming across me, my name is BeAmie and I give you guys all type of celebrity news and what everybody is talking about in the blogs, on Twitter, between friends, and I'll bring it here on my platform. So make sure that you subscribe and hit your notification bell. Now, I have a special guest today, and you guys, I am so excited because he has made time to kindly grace this platform and give you guys some amazing content. So please introduce yourself and tell the people who you are.
Hi, my name is King. I'm a content creator, videographer, drone pilot, photographer. Yeah,
Videographer.
Basically a creative. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, he is an amazing creative, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting his links to in the description. So make sure you guys go and check him out. I call him the King of Reels because his content is dope. Like, it is dope, especially in the UK scene. So throughout the year, I was throwing out to you guys some polls. So we're going to be going through them today because I thought, let's bring it into conversation. Let's see what King has to say about it, being that he's a man. So we can get a good male perspective here. And I'm just going to throw them out in no particular order. We're going to go through them and yeah, just kind of like stir up conversation. I want to hear from you guys also. So make sure that you let me know your thoughts in the comments. First of all, before we get into this serious conversation,
serious? How serious are we getting?
I mean, not too serious. Yeah. So how do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
I've never had it, but I don't understand the concept.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't like cooked fruit.
Yeah, but I don't even get it. Like, why? Pizza is already great with all the things we have. Why do you have to add fruits on top?
I know. A lot of people like pineapple pizza. I don't. I actually don't. What's your favourite pizza though?
For me, pineapple is not really my go-to fruit anyway. So yeah. It's a bit weird. But my go-to pizza is anything with meat. Yeah.
Meat? How did I know? How did I know?
I like there's because I actually like Domino's, and this is not like a paid thing, but they have this meaty pizza. It's just
like
meat,
Mighty Meaty or
something.
something.
Yeah. No, that's.
Ah, did you see the lady just lit up? Like, yeah, Mighty Meaty. But yeah, okay, cool. So let's dive right in. Like I said, in no particular order. One of the polls that I put out to you guys was if your potential partner had a mental health diagnosis, how much will this have an impact on the decision you will have to be with them?
Potential partner, so not like you're not married, nothing.
No, but potential partner now is like something that, you're...
Like you guys are just dating.
You're dating, yeah, but you really like the person, but then you find out that they have like a mental diagnosis.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth on this one. This is a really tricky one.
It's a very tricky one. So I did give out options, of course, as it is a poll. So 50-50, I'm not sure. I would need time to understand the condition. That was one of the options. 100% impact, I can't do it. 0% impact, I will love them regardless. So 23% of you guys voted that. 11% said I can't do it. And 66% said they just need to understand it.
It will be tough. I don't think is a tough one. Personally, I don't think my calling in life is because I have so many things I'm doing. Yeah. So it will be hard. It will be hard for someone like me. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. There are people that obviously they will thrive in situations like that, but for me,
yeah, it's a very tough question.
Crazy, man. Yeah.
It's a very, very tough question, and I think like everybody has to count the cost for that, and if whatever your answer is, that is just you. Like, yeah, because it very tough. We're starting off tough, but I promise it gets lighter. So another poll that I put out to you guys last year is marriage important or is it just a piece of paper?
I feel like it's important to the people that see value in it. Yeah, not everyone sees value in marriage.
Why do you think that is?
Because people are different. People have different paths in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everyone is. Marriage is a social construct, anyways. So
Okay.
there are always going to be people that deviate from the norm and stuff. So,
Yeah, I want to be different.
Yeah.
So whilst we are on the topic of relationship and marriage and all that, broken engagements, should the man take the ring back?
Of course. Of course he should.
What do you mean? Okay.
Because a ring, and this is not me, I'm not like trying to be funny or anything, it's just how it is the fact. An engagement ring is a symbol that represents an agreement you're about to enter. It's not even a gift. It's a symbol.
Okay.
So it symbolizes that you guys, like, this is an act I'm taking as a man to ask you to be my future partner. So if we're not going down that route anymore, then that symbol needs to be returned, because then you keeping it is essentially to what end?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, like, you gave it to me.
No, but that's the thing. So I gave it to you as part of a contract, because the ring is for marriage.
Yeah.
And marriage is a contract. It's
Yeah.
not some Disney whatever. It is a contract you sign.
Yeah.
I just feel like the way society has gone, and because of how everything has been commercialized and all, that's where the conversation of, well, should he take it back or should he not take it? He should take it back.
Yeah.
If we're being traditional anyways.
Yeah. To be fair, okay. Yeah, I'm like 50-50 because, for example, like when you go to work and you leave that workplace, like if you've got their like equipment from work or uniform, like most of the time you have to return.
Unless they say you can have it. And the guy can actually say, you know what, you can keep the ring, but just the way in relationships there are some decisions that should fall on the woman. So like things like childbirth and all of that, like how many kids she wants, because obviously she's the one that's going to carry the kids. It's the same way with things like this. These are decisions that need to be the man's decision. So it's not a thing where the woman should be like, nah, but I deserve it, and nah, it's not even any of that.
Yeah, I mean, he did buy it, so let's talk about cheating. So I asked my audience, what is cheating apart from the obvious? So let me just give you guys the option. So we've got flirty texts. We've got opening up and building an emotional connection, dancing with another woman in the club, liking pictures and commenting. So let's on social media, like you're constantly on that one person, or none of the above. What would you have clicked?
Some people would even say all of that is cheating, but to me, I just feel like the worst one would probably be developing an emotional connection with someone else.
Yeah, because people do say like cheating starts with that talking and building that emotional connection.
Yeah, because you can't make a mistake. You can't start giving your time and emotion to someone by mistake.
Yeah,
it has to be like a conscious,
intentional. Yeah.
But like, even to the extent of like you could be in a club and you're drunk and then you could just make mistakes. I understand that, but like having an actual 3 months phase of chatting with someone regularly, that's like you being all in it.
Okay, but let's say for example, the woman, she's in an emotional state. A guy comes along, he befriends her. He might have intentions, but to her, she's just like, she just wants a friend. Like, she just sees him as a friend. But then it's been 1 month, 2 months, she's still opening up, talking to the guy. That's not cheating in her heart. She's just opening up to somebody. Are you
saying that's not cheating? Like, are you saying that like because you believe that, or you're just saying it?
I'm just saying like that's the scenario, but to me that wouldn't be cheating because.
Oh really? So if it was your guy, you would keep the same energy?
No, but listen, it's the intention of the.
That's what I'm saying. So if it was reversed, would you keep the same energy?
Okay, but if the guy.
Because I totally agree with you. If you say it's not cheating, I agree with you only if you would say the same thing if it was the guy that was in that situation.
Yeah, like if the guy like in his heart.
No, not the guy, your guy.
If my guy in his heart, like he's in a bad state and I wasn't emotionally available for him, but he opens up to another woman, but in his head he's not trying to like cheat or he just wants a friend. I wouldn't say it's cheating.
Where's the cap?
No, I promise you.
Where's the cap?
I promise you, I
Nah,
wouldn't say it's cheating.
I can promise you that you're lying.
Oh my! No, I promise you, I'm not lying.
Nah, me, I'm telling
Because
you that
it's
you're
the
lying.
heart. It's like it's what you.
No, you're saying this now, but we all know the reality. If it was your guy in this situation, because then what you would then be thinking is, well, you don't know what is in his heart.
No, but I would know my man.
Yeah.
I would know my man. I wouldn't classify that as cheating. I'll be like, what's like? I would want to understand why he felt like he couldn't talk to me, and he felt like he would talk to her. I would have an issue with her. I wouldn't. Okay, yeah, I would have an issue with her because that girl knows that he's in a relationship. But why are you
What makes you
luring him
think she
in?
knows?
She won't know.
Why?
Okay, listen. Nara says that she knows. She knows.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. So far as you keep the same standard
Energy.
both ways, yeah, it's fine.
That's just me anyway. I don't know what I would classify as cheating. If the guy like was intentionally doing it to build another connection,
Yeah.
to make it into something, then yeah, that's cheating.
So essentially, what you're saying is you are okay with your guy having female friends.
No, I didn't say I'm okay with it.
You
okay.
literally just said
no.
it.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm okay with my guy having female friends. By the way.
100%.
Yeah.
Multiple female friends. I mean, if we're putting it out there, guys, if you're trying to hit up BeAmie, she's actually having multiple female friends.
Wait, but we need to talk
Trust
about
me,
this female.
she's like the best kind of girlfriend you can have.
What's wrong with having female friends?
That's what I'm saying. It's awesome. I think it's awesome, but I also know that a lot of women don't agree with that.
If I met the guy and before I met him he had female friends, I can't now come and be like, I don't want you to be
I
friends
like
with those
that.
females.
But what if before you met him, he had a few female friends, but you knew it was in his character to make female friends? Are you
Like
gonna
he was
stop
a
him from
very
making,
friendly
Yeah, are you going to
person.
stop him from making new female
I
friends?
would expect him to want to know how to create boundaries.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm saying he knows how to create boundaries.
Then I don't have a problem with it.
Good, because a lot of people wouldn't. A lot of people would, even though they know he has a system that already.
But
works
that's
with.
like him. It's like, I don't know if you watch Blue Therapy. Jamal, what's his name? Jamal. He was a PT. Like, you know, like he trains women. Like,
Yeah.
of course he ended up cheating. Like, that's a different scenario.
Yeah.
But it's like, if that's his job and he's around women, I'm not gonna now try and be like, oh, I don't want you to be around women all the time.
No, I like that, but what I'm telling you is there are a lot of women
Women
that
who-
would not agree with you.
Yeah,
And I know
well,
that for a fact.
well, I'm sorry, but if you find him like that, then it's just like some men would find a woman on social media, and then when he gets her, he now wants her to
stop posting.
doing
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So
Why?
that's what I'm
You
saying.
found me like this.
Exactly.
The same way you found me.
You should even be helping her take the pictures.
Aha! Please. Yes.
But that's the reality.
100%. I feel like we would have better, like, healthier relationships if there is that openness and trust. But if he doesn't give me a reason to not trust him, then I'll continue to trust him.
I feel like a very massive percentage of problems relationships face is deeply rooted in the fact that people try to change other people.
Yeah. It's definitely like an insecurity projection. It's like, I want to, my insecurity, put that on you. And it's like, yeah, that's not...
Because I know that as human beings, we want to be better anyways.
Yeah.
So I obviously want to be a better version of myself the older I get.
Yeah.
So I don't need an outside force to be trying to actively speed up that process. I don't need it. I would welcome encouragement. I would welcome support.
Okay.
But I would never welcome like arrogance and trying to be like, well, but you should be this. You should. Nah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be anything. I should be what I want to be.
Yeah. Okay, how would you feel about, like, you know, you have some, like, women who... Okay, let's say the men first. Like, the men who would be like, oh, I don't want you to wear this, or, like...
That's the thing.
Is
I
that
personally have, like, controlling behavior is a massive red flag for me.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
And it could be even just little glimpses of it, but it just ticks me off. Like, the moment... Because I feel like you should be able to let people live. There's this life, no one is getting out alive anyway. So why are you trying to impose your way of doing things on other people?
Yeah.
It's just too much work, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like if you find that person like that, then you should be able to be with them regardless whether they change or they don't change.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't try and change them.
And if they change, you should also be open to the change, because that's human beings change anyways. It's a very tricky thing, because a lot of people. I know this is a big problem. This is the real pandemic in our generation. No, like,
oh my
with
gosh,
relationships.
let's talk about this pandemic.
Yeah, relationships is actually the real pandemic for this generation.
Why are they not working?
Because I feel like a lot of us, especially our generation, which is kind of in between the Gen Z and the older generation, we model what our lives should be today based on what our parents used to do.
Okay.
Forgetting that times have changed. It's a different world.
Do you think though that we try to model that? Because I feel like we try to move away from that and create our own system that does not work.
We want to, but we're still. I'm speaking for Africans.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking for any other, because I'm African and I grew up African. So for we Africans, I know that a lot of us are actually held back by the way we were raised, our programming. A lot of it is good, but a lot of it holds us back as well, because we are forgetting that as much as all these things we learn them, we're forgetting that we learn them in a different time, in a different era. And part of being a human being is actually adaptation. So if you're holding on to beliefs that no longer serve you, that's even the Bible says it. I'm not trying to be religious or anything, but it's even in the Bible. When I was a man, when I was a child, I thought like a child. Blah, blah, blah. But when I became a man,
I put away childish things.
Exactly. He didn't say I stopped being a child. He said I put away childish things. So it's actually a conscious effort.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna add pastor to the front of my name.
Hey! No, it's so true. But what do you think some of the things that are like we need to kind of put aside that is just not working in this?
I definitely can't say this or that.
Yeah.
I just feel like as human beings we should be able to evaluate our lives. It's just introspection. Look inside. Look at what you're doing. Look at how it's affecting your surrounding and make your decisions based on that.
Yeah. But you know what is interesting? Like a lot of people that separate, it's always differences. Like even when I like look at celebrities or whatever, it's always like they just grew apart. Like that seems to be like the common, or that's what they put out there anyway. I don't know if that's the real issue.
Well, I think it's way more than that, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. But do you think people just grow apart, or like do you think because you was talking about adaptation and people evolving? Like
I said, personally, I feel like from where I stand, I feel like one of the biggest problems with relationships is the fact that people cannot accept their partners for who they are.
Yeah.
It's just the fact. If you can accept your partner for who they are, because you hear a lot of people say, I know my partner, but do you really?
Yeah.
Because if you did, then you would understand when changes happen. You understand why they've happened.
Yeah.
Because you've been with that person anyways.
Yeah.
So
I think people like pick and choose. Like when you first meet somebody, you kind of like pick and choose like the best part of them, and
exactly.
you hope that
and you hope
kind
that
of
stay like that.
Yeah. But you don't really look at like their bad, for example, to see, can I actually live with that? Like, can I actually? I think it's tolerance. Like, are you able to tolerate?
And it's not
that?
even just when you say they are bad. It sounds almost as if it's their fault. But I would even say, even they are good sometimes, but in different situations. You might have met them when they were in a good point in their life. You don't know how they will be when they're going through depression, when they're going through maybe losing a job. When, like people, in life is a journey. So just because you met someone at a particular point and you fell in love with them then, doesn't, and that's why I know for a fact that rushing into long-term commitments is also a bad idea, because you need to actually see how people are.
For how long?
I don't know. For as long as you need, to be honest.
Okay, but in that process, please clarify that you're saying that you should take your time. You are defining the relationship, right? Like you both know that, okay,
you are
we're
both
together.
Working towards it, yeah.
No, not this like, let's see how it goes.
The problem is when people want to define relationships with labels, but not actually do the work that comes with those labels.
But there needs to be...
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even if they're going to be labels, you have to be doing the work that comes with those labels.
Of course, but we're going to be putting a label on this.
Yeah.
What? Because you gotta put a label. It's like, if you go for a job position, like, you know the position that you are occupying. So why do I not know the position that I'm occupying
No,
in your
and when I
life?
say label, I don't mean labels in general. I mean like obviously if you
Like
if
you're my
dating,
girlfriend, you're my
yeah, if
boyfriend.
you're dating,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, especially marriage, the label I'm really referring to is actually marriage.
Okay.
Because as much as dating, you could start dating and stop dating. Marriage is a more, I wouldn't say permanent, but it's a more serious,
Permanent, yeah.
it's a more serious label. So
Yeah.
I feel like those are the ones that you should actually be very careful about.
So do you believe that you're single? Wait, you're single until married?
100%.
Like, so even if you're in a relationship, you should still classify yourself as single?
No, I mean, you're single until you're married, but in the sense that legally you are not tied to this person. You get? So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
single, but you're in a committed relationship.
Yeah, I like the legally part. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
that
because
makes
it's just
sense.
legally.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, marriage is a legal thing. So yeah,
contract.
I think we're getting a bit too techie in this whole.
I like it. It's flowing. The conversation is flowing.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, it's cool.
Right. So, we're flowing with conversation. Next poll: should women start proposing to men?
Nah.
It's a no for me.
Just by virtue of the way society is, I don't think. No.
No, I hate seeing them videos.
I feel like eventually it's going to become mainstream because the trajectory is already there. It's already happened. We've already seen it happen. Even though we're frowning on it now, sometime in the future it's going to be commonplace. But I don't think it's going to be our generation.
No,
so, yeah.
no.
But that's the thing. The next generations to come, we don't know what will be acceptable to them. Something might be cringe to us.
But it might be a ripple effect of like what we do.
No, but that's not how it is. Evolution is that's what
it's
evolution is.
It's a continuity.
It's a continuity, but sometimes it could be an absolute complete change.
Yeah, only if one breaks that and creates like their own kind of like normal, like, you know, there's a lot of things that are like coming into place.
So because breaking whatever or creating any new concept is not our place, it's the next people's generation. So if they decide to do that, you have and that's where these issues come, where you see parents still trying to think that they know everything, like
but
it's
like in my generation, that's not how we did things.
Your time is gone. And we would meet the same problem because a lot of us would still not be able to let go and reconcile with the fact that our time has gone.
Like time just is constantly moving and moving and moving. So like, okay, it's a no for me for women proposing, but how would you feel if a woman asked you out to be their Valentine, like on a date?
That I would take as a compliment. I actually would enjoy that.
God.
If a woman, I'm not saying marriage, but like if a woman asks
just
to be
ask it like, oh, would you be my Valentine?
Because I feel like we take these things too serious. First of all, being someone's Valentine is not only restricted to people in a relationship. Two single people can decide to be each other's Valentine without even dating after that. So why do we?
Why? Just because
Valentine is not just about relationships. It's actually the concept of Valentine is about sharing gifts. It has nothing to do with relationships.
Okay, true. Yeah, true. If you let the love go around, I guess.
Yeah, it has no. You could even be if not just for how twisted the world is. Someone in a relationship can even be Valentine's with someone else for the purpose of sharing gifts. It has nothing to do with being in a relationship.
So
because go and check the history of the Saint Valentine. It's actually a person.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So what you're saying is that if a guy wanted to take your woman out for Valentine or give her a gift, you'll be okay with that?
I didn't say take out. Taking out is
taking out is part of a gift.
Well, but I mean, if he's taking her out, he could take her out in a group. He doesn't have to take her out like in a romantic setting.
Okay, but what if that's his way of giving her the gift? Well, you wouldn't be concerned.
Why would you in a relationship want to give a romantic gift to someone
Because
else?
you said that it's all about gifting.
That's what I said. So it's about gifting. So you gift someone something. You can't gift a single person a relationship type of gift.
But creating that,
I feel like you're trying to make it complicated. What I said,
I'm just playing devil's advocate because I personally.
No, but what I said is actually very simple and straightforward. If you're giving a gift to someone, it has nothing to do with romance. It's
Yeah.
just giving a gift.
Yeah,
You can give
true.
some.
You can have
You can send a girl chocolates. It has nothing to do with relationship.
But do you like that girl?
So you mean I can't send you chocolates
I'm
as a friend?
joking.
I can send you chocolates. There's nothing wrong with that.
If you send me chocolate, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that the world is so twisted now, and then people just read meaning into so many things that could just really be innocent stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the innocence is definitely like being taken off. Like you can't do
Yeah.
anything. You can't send somebody like a sweet thing. You can't
No one
because they'll be
trusts
taking
anyone
it
anymore.
like people overthink things.
And I feel like a lot of people are actually desperate to be in relationships. So when they get nice gestures from people, they automatically think, oh wow, is he trying to hit on me or stuff?
Yeah,
Come on.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like things is just lighting up a little bit.
Yeah, everyone
because
just needs to relax.
do you believe in platonic relationships? Like I 100% do. Yeah. My friends find it weird that I have like male friends and I'm like, oh yeah, we go out, like go to eat, we go play, we go this is like no, like.
Well, for me, I don't have a lot of female friends, not because I don't know how to have female friends, but because generally I don't have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of female people because
people, yeah.
even by virtue of the things, the African in me just jumped out. But yeah, even by virtue. Even by virtue of the things I do, I would always meet a lot of women.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so a single man over 30 is a big red flag, especially with no kids. Do you agree or disagree?
A single man over 30?
Yeah. Is a big red flags if he has no kids.
First of all, I'm always wondering who... Is there like a global red flag commission that issues these regulations?
Do you believe in red flags?
I know there are red flags, but I think red flags should be solely personal. There shouldn't be like a general, this is a red flag for everybody.
Yeah. I feel like we talk a lot about red flags, but what about amber and green flags?
You want to start getting technical. You just make everything... You like making things complicated.
No, because a guy can have like an amber flag where it's kind of like, I need to keep an eye on that. It's not red to kind of like cut him off.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's a bit on the edge. Like if you go a bit too much, then you'll be red, you'll be cut off. Is it okay to date your close friend's ex?
All these your questions. You just want to put someone inside trouble. But that's a tough one as well. See, I know people will just think I'm just capping, but the truth is, I just feel like we stress too much about a lot of things in life. I think it's actually a bit selfish of people to think that your friends can't date your ex because they are your ex.
It is selfish, but I feel like
it is selfish. So if it happens, then the ball is now in your court to make a decision if you still want to be friends. You can't then now be trying to micromanage everyone.
I agree. I feel like whatever decision you make, like make the decision and just leave them alone.
They've made their decision, so you make yours. It's
like if you
simple.
decide to still remain friends with them, remain true friends, like but don't try and
sabotage
anything. And if you decide to walk away and 100%. Don't look back.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. Woo! Okay, that's a tough one though. It's gonna be a tough one because
it's a tough one because different people will handle it based on their personality. And my personality is, I actually really don't care. Like, I have so many things going on in my brain. So to be carrying on someone's wahala is just extra baggage.
Okay, so another poll that I put out to you guys. I think women take men back over and over again because they are too afraid to be alone. Do you think that is true or false?
Yeah, definitely. Anybody that takes someone back over and over again, especially if it's for the same reason, that's just a clear sign that you're either too scared to be alone or you think you've invested way too much into that relationship and you don't want to lose it. But that's just a wrong way to think about stuff like that. Because
even like normal investments, like there's always a risk to lose anyway.
Yeah. I feel like people should not also look at things like that as losses because it's an experience. One way or the other, you've learned from it. So you didn't lose. There's this popular saying, live and learn. Not live and lose.
It's true. It's true. I think it will help a lot of people just get over things quicker. rather than dwell on
Yeah,
things.
I feel like people are always too much in their feelings, to be honest.
But do you feel like because you're so focused and you've always got things like on your mind, occupying your mind, there's less space and opportunity for all of that stuff to come into your mind anyway, because your mind is constantly like focused on things?
No, but it's a conscious effort. It's not. I'm not focused on things because that's the way I was created. I'm focused on things because that's the right thing to do for me to move myself forward in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But because you care about yourself.
Yeah.
Like some people...
Self-love.
Yeah, some people probably don't have self-love. So they don't... They're looking for that
Yeah, that
externally.
validation from
Someone else, from other people, from other things. So for them, it's kind of like, I need to hold on to that.
100%.
Otherwise, I can't survive. People actually think like that, which is quite sad.
Look, to be honest, I actually know I'm already imagining the way your comment section is going to be. I know people are going to think I'm capping, but to be honest, this is actually the way I think. No, honestly,
okay.
everything I've said
Yeah.
in this episode, 100% is the way I feel. No cap.
I can't confirm nor deny.
No cap.
I'm joking.
No cap. But yours was cap.
No, please.
No,
I don't
no,
cap
no.
over here.
That
I
was
speak
cap.
truth.
Me, I know that one was cap.
How? How do you know?
Because I've had conversations with you before. About
Hey, which one I was...
I've had conversations with you where you said stuff like, this my boy, I don't trust him, or like, based on trust, I know what you think about.
Excuse me, I do not have trust issues. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't listen. I don't cap. Okay, so let's bring it to dating. No, we've been talking about dating, but let's bring it a bit lighter. Let's make it a bit lighter.
Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home, lonely. You know, I have a skit on that on my Instagram.
Do you?
And TikTok, yeah.
When did you post it today?
No. It's one of my... Oh, man, there's something one of my older skits that I've done in the past. Yeah.
Is there anything wrong with going halves on a first date?
On a first date?
Uh-huh.
Yes, there is. There's a lot wrong with
Thank
that.
God.
Why would you go halves on a first date?
Some guys just would.
Look, I am of the opinion that whoever asks the other person to come out is going to pay.
Okay.
So if we're going by that rule, and like, I mean, like, I'm not saying it must pay, but I mean, like, that's the right way to go about it. So whoever asks whoever out should pay. As a gentleman, and if I have extra money in my pocket, I might decide to pay. But if you ask me out, I feel like you should pay.
Okay.
But if we're going by that rule, on a first date, it's usually the guy that will ask the girl out. So the guy should pay.
Yeah. I don't even know why this is such a popular topic. It comes up like popular every time. Yes, it is. People
I think people say more like, if you're already like
going half and half
person with someone, like, I think that's different. So like, relationships could have different dynamics. Some relationships it could be like half and half. So
it depends on like what the dynamic of your relationship is, I guess.
But if you're just dating and just like meeting people, I think there are more refined rules for that. So whoever, for me, some people will say the man should always pay, but for me, I don't agree with that.
I just feel like a guy should just be a gentleman. Like, even if I invite you out, but are you really gonna sit there and watch me take my purse out?
Why not? Why not? Because you see, this is the issue. We can't be taking 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. If we're moving into an era where we are trying to empower women and say women deserve to be treated equally as men, because that's what we're saying essentially.
No.
Yes, that's what we're saying. So, like I said, you remember what I said? I said a man should still be a gentleman.
Yeah.
But I expect you to at least
pretend to bring
you need to.
Okay, so I shall pretend.
It's not even pretend. You should be doing it.
I will do it in slow motion.
No, listen to me. You should do it with the intention of actually paying.
Okay.
Yeah, and because if you are pretending, then
you're going to get stuck.
You're going to get stuck, innit? So you shouldn't pretend. Because that's just going to be awkward for you. Especially if you're going out, if I'm the one on the date, because I'm going to sit down and watch you pretend. But what I'm saying is, you should make the gesture with the full intention to pay. And then if the guy decides to step in, then he's a gentleman. If he decides not to step in, then the ball is in your court to decide if you're gonna even
See
give
him again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we
yeah.
overthink these things. It's
By
so
the way,
simple.
I always carry my purse, okay?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I agree. I would hope the guy would be a gentleman,
Yeah.
but I don't have a problem with taking my guy out.
and I feel like you should even only hope the guy will be a gentleman to pay if you're interested in him. If you guys were even out on just like a friend thing, I don't see why you should be expecting the guy to pay.
Well, because the same way that you were saying that a guy can still gift somebody, like a woman, for Valentine, it's the same way.
Gift, exactly, gift.
What
gift,
is the matter? Gift is food.
No,
Food.
that's what I'm saying. Gift. So gift is his choice. If he decides not to gift it, that's where the issue is. A lot of women would then go ahead and start having an attitude, and it's totally unnecessary.
I wouldn't like have an attitude about it. I'll just be like, oh, okay, like I know.
Or even like change your opinion about that person, because for all you know, he might have just wanted to see how you play that out. So that's what I'm saying.
I would find it weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it's already the way you have been prejudiced towards that situation. But I completely believe that if you ask someone out and say come out, you should be prepared to handle the bills.
Yeah. I agree.
No, you don't. No, you don't agree.
Yeah, I would carry my purse. Listen.
No, you will carry your purse, but you don't
my...
agree with the fact that you
first and foremost, I wouldn't. Would I invite? Would I?
I can see your skin crawling already. Just here.
No, I'm just trying to see if I could put myself in that situation. Yeah. Should we make this the last question? How long is the video? I think we should do it in 2 parts. Yeah. Why are you trying to catch me out here in these videos?
I'm trying to make your video interesting. Valentine is coming.
What?
Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home, lonely.
I think we've gone through them. Okay.
I feel like this is going to be your best episode yet still.
Hey!
I came with my A game.
You came with your A game. Yeah. I feel like I need to redeem myself.
How?
Because I feel like you're trying to catch me out.
You feel like I've taken over this interview, innit?
You can never take over my interview.
Trust me, it's what I do.
You can never take over my interview. But
I came with the fire still.
You did. Okay. Let's talk about traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
If a man exactly pays half of the bills, is he still a provider?
So you said traditional gender roles. So if we're talking about traditional gender roles, then he's not.
Okay.
But if we're talking about just normal life, then he can be.
Okay, explain.
Because you said let's talk about traditional gender roles. So in traditional gender roles,
wouldn't be the provider.
The man has to foot all the bills, especially in our African culture.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that's cap, because for something I know for a fact, even from growing up in Africa, in Nigeria to be specific, is that even though it was always propagated that it was the men that were
bringing in
doing the whole thing, I know for a fact that there are a lot of families where there were times where it was actually the woman that was carrying the family, but she would never reveal stuff like that.
Yeah.
It would still look like it was the guy.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
That's about understanding the dynamics of your relationship.
Yeah, because I do feel like in the relationship, although the man is the provider financially, I think women should still kind of have money in 100%. Case something happens, and she should be able to carry.
Yeah, because think about it like this: if we're married and we're in a traditional setup, meaning I'm footing all the bills, maybe because I have a good job and all of that, and I'm footing all the bills, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Don't worry about anything financial, and then maybe you are doing more of
like the domestic,
building the home.
Yeah,
that's a typical traditional setup. In that kind of setup, it doesn't mean that the man is going to be up forever. There are going to be times when he's going to have like a bad, maybe 6 months. The woman should know that she should have probably been either saving up from allowances and small things that she's been doing on the side.
Putting it on
For
the side.
yeah, for situations like that. Because if he's already providing for you everything you need, it will be so silly if when he doesn't have it, you don't have it as well. That's like crazy. Like, so what have you been doing the whole time? You have not been spending money. So, but if you're in a different kind of setup where it's kind of like 50-50, those are the rules of the setup. So it's 50-50, but there might be times where one party might not be able to meet up to the 50. The other party should be able to cover up. And there might be times where vice versa, it reverses like that. And there might be times where both parties are actually struggling, then they struggle together.
Yeah.
So I don't think like saying like.
So then would he still be a provider?
If that's their setup, then he's a provider because
what
he's
is he
providing
providing?
according to their setup. Whatever.
But she's providing the 50 as well. So
yeah, so they are both providers, isn't it? Like, I don't understand what you're expecting to say. That's what it is, isn't it? They are both providers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's fine.
setup.
Like, as long as like the men will know, like, I'm a provider to you. You're a provider,
I'm not going to start feeling emasculated just because if I agree to be in a 50-50 relationship, I agree to be in it knowing that you're a 50-50.
I'm a boss.
Yeah, you can be a boss even if you're not providing. That's just financial, but yeah.
Yeah, but being a financial provider empowers me.
How?
Because if that money stops, then it will have effect on a lot of things. So ultimately, it gives me more power.
Like if you are a financial provider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're not a financial provider, I feel like your empowerment should come solely from you. You should determine what empowers you. It shouldn't be based on what your partner is doing.
But do you feel like if a guy comes into a relationship and he's not financially there, like women find it harder to respect that man? Or some women, should I say?
Yeah, I feel like and I like the way the conversation is going because it's by the time you watch this episode from beginning to end, you're going to realize that everything is still just tied to the same thing. People feeling either entitled to other people's being or feeling entitlement in any way, to be honest, is a problem. Because I feel like if you enter the relationship with someone who isn't there yet and you're not respecting that person, that is a character flaw in you, not in that person.
Pastor!
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Hey! I'm here to spread the gospel. Follow me on my social media pages.
Yes.
You know, that's what it is. King Omashola.
Oh yes, it's gonna be down in the description. But yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, it's come back 360, and I love that because ultimately, don't try and change somebody. You know what you're getting yourself into, and as 100%. A woman, if him not being financially stable bothers you, then leave him alone.
Exactly. Just find someone that's financially stable and live a happy life.
And live your happy life. Well, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned in, locked in. If you reach this point of the conversation, thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. I had a great time. Thank you so much for gracing us. Yeah, if you guys like this duo, then definitely let me know because we're going to try and bring him back. Like, we've got good conversation. We've got good conversation. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure that you leave your thoughts in the comment section. And you are subscribed. And I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Bye.
Yep. Killed it.